Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of
Mom and Son Podcast. This is Rose Fres Fausto, the mom, also known as FQ Mom.
And Anton Fausto, the son. So we're here with another episode, but this one's going to be
different.
A little more different, but of course, still in the mom and son overarching theme.
Okay, and it's very... I'm going to explain.
Please explain.
It is actually very mom and son. We'll do some sort of a game right now. And this is for mothers and sons. To take a cue from. Naisip ko kasi, Anton, para bang, di ba, mom and son date. Mm-hmm. So, we will try to imagine ourselves because this is what we'd like to advise mothers and sons out there.
Okay.
Sometimes kasi, di ba, the conversation is always, oh, how was school today? How was work today? Fine. So, mga ganon.
It's all generic. I mean, there's still answers. I mean, there's still questions that it's normal to know to want to know what the answers are, and there's nothing wrong with the questions, but it's become routine.
And sometimes, especially for those na nagkakailangan, di ba? Sometimes I have a lot of friends who would say, ay nako, parang it's so hard na to talk to my son. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure on your end,
harder to talk to the mom.
Yeah, mom, my parents, they don't understand me.
Because especially for the son or the child, really is the one that goes through the most change in those years of growing up.
Okay, so
syempre iba talaga.
So ganito yung gagawin natin ngayon. Para siyang game ha. Kunyari, we will bring them, we'll ask them to imagine that we are going on a date so that they can take cue from it.
A mom and son date.
And then, what we will do is that I'm going to ask you, what's your, if I were to ask you, anong gusto mong place? Where do we go out on a date?
Of course, UP Town.
UP Town.
Lots of restaurants I like.
Okay, what restaurant? Let's be more vivid.
Crisostomo.
Crisostomo, your favorite?
My favorite, Filipino restaurant.
Would you want to dress up?
Casual lang, so probably joggers or jeans and a t-shirt and sneakers lang.
Okay, so I'll do the same. Mag-jeans and top. Simple top lang ako.
Okay.
And then, the good thing here is that I'm going to be asking you questions. And this is what we would like to suggest. Come up with very meaningful questions and then cut them up para hindi na mailang, ano? Parang talagang nandun na siya like a card. Okay, my first question to you, my son, is this. Gano'n.
Okay. So or on your phone. Most likely, that's the easier one to do.
But sometimes kasi it's nice if it's printed down. So
Ibang
Anton
dating.
has not seen these questions yet.
How many questions are there?
Around 6.
Okay.
Okay, 6 questions. So parang nag-Google lang ako. And this one, I got it from Pinterest.ph. I'm sure there are a lot and you can actually come up with your own.
Yeah.
Basta isulat nyo na agad.
Yeah. Well, I guess the more personal nga, the better.
Yes. And this one kasi is what it tries to do is to get into a meaningful conversation. Para hindi lang weather out there.
It's not just about the answer to the question.
You can actually use this in dates. Para hindi na kayo nag-aaksaya ng oras sa mga hindi naman masyadong importante.
Oh, okay.
But you have to be open kasi di ba kung minsan ayaw nila nagpo-probe again. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alright. Number 1. When do you feel the bravest?
When do I feel the bravest? Okay, I feel the bravest when I perform or I do an event with complete strangers. Kasi, so in my line of work, as an events host, I started in college doing events and gigs for my friends. So, sanay na ako na I go to an event and I know the people there. I'm friends with the organizers or I host with someone I know. But then, syempre, as I got older and as I graduated, I had to deal with more events, more frequently now, with people I don't know. As in, I have no clue on who they are, where they study, who their friends are, ganun. And I have to do this job na I feel like I do my best when I'm comfortable. And usually, when you're comfortable, you're comfortable when you're with people you're familiar with and who are your friends. So when I do events with strangers, na it's someone I don't know who asked me to host this event that I don't know anyone there, I feel like I'm the bravest there. Kasi syempre lagi akong may kaba factor, I'm kind of scared na. Although you can say na it's easier to do since no one knows you. At the same time, it's also hard to do since no one knows you. So I feel like that's when I'm bravest kasi I know in the back of my head that I'm just gonna do it anyway. Even if it's something I'm kind of scared to do. Knowing myself and my past work, I'm gonna do it either way.
Mm-hmm. So when you look back So this is just a follow-up question, not one of the 6. So when you look back at a brave deed of yours, what made you brave?
There's this one quote. It was in an internet picture or meme I saw. It's a story about a little girl who was afraid to learn how to swim, to jump in the pool.
Yes.
And there's this older lady who was already swimming, and then noticed that the little girl was scared. So the old lady asked the girl, "Oh, why aren't you going in the pool? Why aren't you swimming?" And the little girl said, "I'm scared. I'm afraid to go in the pool. I don't know how to swim." So the little girl asked the old lady, "How do you do it?" And the old lady replied with saying, "There's nothing you can really do about the fear. What you do is you accept it. Yes, I'm scared, and then just do it anyway."
Wow.
So that's kind of how I go about the things na nahihiya ako to do. Kasi people would ask nga na since I've gotten to host a lot of stuff or I've gotten experience na on TV, like, kung sanay na ako, kinakabahan pa rin ako. It's something you just kind of learn to live with. It's not like the kaba is ever really gonna go away. Or at least it hasn't yet na before every event, before I step on stage or before the camera turns on, I'm still always nervous. But then, you just acknowledge it. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm nervous. Just do it anyway. And I think that's what bravery is. That's what I believe bravery is.
It's not the absence of fear.
Yeah, it's the acceptance of fear and doing it regardless, despite. Parang ganun.
Because you don't have to wait for the fear to go away before you do something. Otherwise, you won't be able to do anything.
Yeah.
So there's this nice book actually, Feel the Fear but Do It Anyway. That one was one of the more remarkable.
But that's pretty much that's the quote.
Yeah.
Feel the fear and do it.
No, that's the title of the book. One of the more remarkable books I've read.
Do you remember
so
who
many
wrote
years.
this?
If I'm not mistaken, Susan Jefferson.
Okay.
But basta, it's easy naman to look for it. Feel the fear but do it anyway. Question number 2. What is the scariest thing you have ever done? So we're still in the realm of fear.
Scariest thing that I have ever done. First, the context on how I look at fear now. Growing up kasi you think, what's scary? Spiders, scary movies, ganun. It's all one big thing that's gonna shake you, rattle you, and make you uncomfortable. Or somewhere you don't want to be. But then growing up, and then now with my 1-year experience in the quote-unquote real world, the real fear, the real scary things are the everyday things. It's where you are, where you're living, not where you're living the house, but like your state of living. And mine would be choosing a career path that isn't really traditional, especially for an Ateneo graduate. I think that's the scariest thing. Like now, I can say that I'm really blessed. I have mix. I get to do these events, but I always have that fear na one day can all just go away, like in the snap of a finger. Knock on wood, for some reason, like I can't even say now why, if ever, but then that would be, I think, the scariest thing, because it's not something. One, it's scary because I know I want to do it, so it's not like I'm being forced. It's not like I'm really being forced to do it. I'm not at all. Like, it's no one said, Anton, do this thing. I mean, do the other type of job. Choose this other type of career path, and that's what's scary for me, because if I do ever mess up and parang this all really crumbles down, I really have no one else to blame but myself. So that's what scares me.
If you lose what you have.
Yeah, and that's what continues to scare me until now. Like, I'm happy where I am, and I'm happy to do what I'm doing. But at the same time, it's still really scary nga. So kind of in line yung the bravery thing and the fear thing.
Yes. So what you're saying is, when you were younger, the things that you were scared of were more para bang tangible.
Yeah. And parang, okay, what I was saying before is parang, like I'm scared to. Well, it's still in the line of what's unknown. Like, I was scared to go down before. Like, it's late at night. I wake up, but I'm so thirsty. I'm scared to go downstairs to get water because it's dark. But then, like, okay, if ever you do get scared and you see something, but that's the fear ends there. It's because I know it's gonna affect my life talaga, and my everything, all the aspects of my life.
And of course, the way, as you mentioned in your the way you answered our first question, the way you would now deal with being scared, with the fear is to acknowledge it. Pa rin.
Yeah.
Ganon pa rin. That's
Yeah.
how you still
Yeah.
treat it. Ano?
And well, to add na yun, life is really, the way I look at life, I would say, probably from 2 or 3 years ago, na I would say na, the way I'm looking at life is really, perspective's really changing. Pero all the more now, like, I don't know if it stops the way that, the change, the rate of change, the things you value. Kasi before, I would think na kids would really think that you have the world in front of you. I mean, you deserve the world. Like, you are really destined for greatness. And that's it. So I can really be good at anything I put my mind into. And then now you realize you are only gonna be you're only gonna be good or great at something if you fully commit yourself to it, and if it works. And that's just one thing. You really can't be good at everything na. As in, you have to choose.
Yes.
So it's the sacrifice of the other possibilities.
Opportunity cost.
Yeah, that's what scares me. That really scares me also.
Yeah, if you're making the right choice.
Yeah, it's like a fear you have to live in.
Yeah. Okay, question number 3. What are the top blessings in your life? What do you want? Top 3?
Okay, top blessings.
And this doesn't have to be in any chronology.
Yeah, okay.
Basta top
Without
ones.
in no particular order.
Yes.
Well, number 1 would be I would have to say is the financial security and safety, like the safety net that we have. That, of course, here in the Philippines, looking around, kita naman talaga na yung huge disparity and how there really are a lot of unfortunate people. So that's something I can't take. I never take for granted, and it's not that I'm just aware of it. It's just it's really visible. You can really see, because there are a lot of people who don't get to easily have that education that we got to get, or just basic stuff like food. So I would say that, and because of that financial security, I get to focus my attention on everything else, my dreams and other things.
Not for survival anymore.
Yeah. Okay, so that would be one. The second, I'd have to say I'm thankful for myself. I don't know if it's a new thing this generation, or it's just that there's social media, so people are allowed to talk their mind more. And now we hear more people's opinions now. Like back in the day when I was grade school, I wouldn't know what's going through the heads of my grade school classmates. But then now I can easily look at, what is this guy thinking about? Like, you go through the Twitter. Yeah, what's he posting? Ganon. So I'm really thankful for myself, because as vain or narcissistic as it sounds, I love myself. Like, I would say that I'm my favorite person. I'm my go-to person. I love it when I have days by myself, or if I'm driving alone, and then I come up with some whatever interesting ideas, and then I would have conversations in my head. Na sometimes people think it's kind of crazy, but then you kind of laugh by yourself. Right?
Yeah.
Like something
I do
happens.
That all the time. I talk to myself.
Yeah. Let's say something funny happens, or like you see someone far away na nadulas siya or whatever, and then I come up with some other joke in my head. Haha. Tapos natutuwa lang ako sa sarili ko na...
Akala ko naman kung anong profound conversations.
Well, syempre dun din, but then to simply explain it, to have a simple explanation. Yeah, something like that. Or just the way that someone sounds, or anything talaga, anything under the sun. It's not anymore. Kasi I think that's the first step to having a good life, is if you if you don't rely on external factors
to make you happy.
Yeah, what Lola would always tell us that.
Lola Pepa.
Yeah, she would say that I don't
rely on other people
for my own happiness. Yeah, kasi if you wanna live life with, I wanna live in a nice country, in a nice place, around nice people, I need that to have a good life. That's a good goal, but it's harder to achieve compared to, I'm okay with myself, I'm going to be good, I'm going to, have a good life regardless of the experiences I have, the encounters I get with other people. So yun, I guess number 2 would be yung okay ako sa sarili ko. I don't hate myself.
Yes, you love yourself.
I love myself, yeah. Although I love myself, I'm also the biggest critique.
Yes, because
critic of myself.
Loving yourself, it assumes that you also want to always improve.
Yeah. So it's a constant love-hate din in my head. Na parang, I love myself at the same na parang, ba yan? Why is it like this lang? You can be doing more, you can do better, ganon. And then third, syempre I would say the relationships around. So that would be family and friends. Kasi I heard somewhere that people take pictures of the things they are most afraid of losing or the things they value the most.
Okay.
I love taking pictures of my friends, family, di naman just myself, of like memories and people. That's something I really, really value.
The relationships.
Kasi, yeah, that is how I remember events. I remember school because of my teammates. It wasn't because the thing I remember most about isn't because I got to, take the course that I wanted. I got to do this and that. It's no, this is where I met this person. This is where this funny thing happened with these people. It's why I enjoy going out with friends. Kasi yes, I love myself, but then you can't defeat parang wala pa rin magta-top sa having a good time with people.
Or can I try to add some profundity dyan?
Okay.
You have so much love for yourself that you just have to share it with others.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we could say that.
By the way, let's order. Waiter, can we order? Imagine, what would you be ordering?
Right now, bagoong rice.
Bagoong rice is your favorite. What else?
Pork barbecue.
Alcohol.
No, you would order that. I wouldn't. I'd never order that by myself. And probably some chicken, some fried chicken.
Laing, your favorite.
Yeah.
So that's already your third thing that you consider your top blessings.
Yeah. And I think that kind of, my life kind of revolves around those three.
The relationships.
Yeah.
Meron ka bang thankful to God? And that you cannot rank him.
Yeah. Well, when you talk about naman kasi God and your faith, He's the reason naman behind all the blessings that you have. So before I can even say, I'm thankful for myself, I'm thankful for my family, my parents, ganon. It's all because of Him naman. So that's like a given.
It's a given.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question. What do you admire in other boys your age and why?
What do I admire? Well, when I look at my friends or people I respect in general, the number one thing I really would admire, I admire about them is their honesty and truthfulness to themselves.
Okay.
Because especially now, and something I honor rin, it was a challenge also for me. For anyone naman, I would believe na everybody wants to fit in but wants to stand out. And as in,
the
we
irony
don't,
of it,
kasi like me, although if you go back to the very, very first episode in our podcast, I was never bullied. It's not like I didn't face any social challenges. I wanted to have a group of friends. I wanted to fit in. I didn't want to be an outcast that nobody wanted to eat lunch with. Like even
nobody wants
whether or not I really like the classmates, or as in if I would have to pick, what do I value? Like your grade school life, your classmates are, they're not fun, hindi sila achievers, gano'n, hindi sila masyadong mabait. I would want that chance to fit in. I would want to be able to still belong somewhere.
Yes. So what are the characteristics?
Yeah. So yun, it would. Sorry, I namag ako dun.
Person you said with integrity ba? To honest.
Yeah, honest to themselves. Na even if it's something very different, if it's something very weird, na if I think, parang kind of wanna do that, pero nakakahiya eh. Like if I see
yung hindi ka masyadong nagpapasway, is that what you're
saying?
Yeah.
Someone who's really, that's something I really try to do it, but then it's gonna be a constant battle na of not.
But you're very outspoken.
Succumbing. Yeah, but even with that, I still think na there are times na I question myself na, am I doing this because it's what I want to do today, or am I thinking that this is what I want to do because of society, because of like how other people have probably set the situation I'm in to make me think that that's what I want to do, the right thing to do. Parang ganun.
Okay, so you would admire those who speak their minds out.
Yeah, speak their minds out, and those who know how to balance their life, their priorities. Those people who are successful in their careers, or they're doing something of value. And syempre, if it's not easy to do yung ginagawa nila.
Yes.
And if they have if they're in a happy romantic relationship, but hindi yun yung buhay nila. Because there are people na when they get into a relationship, yun na goodbye rest of the world. I look up to those people na they get to balance it all. They get to live their life pa rin the way they truly do.
So hindi lang one-dimensional.
Yeah, these people, yeah.
So if you're successful in your career,
in your
relationship,
yeah, it goes back to and usually those people are the ones with many friends.
So that's what you admire.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, if you're physically fit, something it's pretty basic, but it's also it's hard. It's hard to in this day, in this day and age of delivery of food, and especially now that now I'm it's harder pa nga because I'm earning my money now. I have more freedom to buy the food that I wanna buy instead of
you're not limited to your baon anymore.
Yeah.
Oo nga, no. So ako rin, I really admire especially the moms with abs.
Yeah.
Grabe sila.
Yeah.
Super.
Especially after giving birth. No?
Yes, that's really very difficult. Okay, next question. Name one person in your life that makes you feel really special and why?
I would say taga you and Papa. Because even if let's say if we're out, family lunch kanina ganon, although I don't really take part in the discussions of like the finance world or mga businesses, ganon. I don't feel excluded or like an outcast. Kasi I think that parang you guys let me be me.
Okay.
Na it's my brothers and I, although we're kinda alike, same sense of humor, ganon, I'd still say we're very, very different. And I think it's the fact that you guys have always parang allowed me to be myself is what made me feel special. Kasi everyone is special. Everyone always says that. Everyone's special in their own way, ganon. But I think that person can only, any person can only really parang fulfill that potential of their uniqueness. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Uniqueness and specialness is if they're allowed to do so. Ganon. I'm thinking now, if I met, like remembering things I would do or things I would say as a kid, I would kind of judge myself like, ano ba yan? Like, ba't mo sinasabi? Ba't mo yung ginagawa? Yung mga weird things that I would do or yung mga
like what?
Weird habits. I'd make up words or yeah, yung mga ganun. Matakaw ako, ganun. I wanted to. There's this time I would make videos na copying mga I would copy mga yung mga sinaunang YouTubers. I'd copy the videos, or I have my teleport videos.
Videos, I like those.
Yeah, or I remember yung mga Papa's just game to join yung mga I would make videos. I would make videos na we're fighting with Arnie sticks, yung mga ganun. Na before, when I was a kid and I was thinking, when if I get the chance to have a son, I'm for sure gonna do this stuff, ganyan, play, blah blah blah. But nothing about it. Oh my gosh, like, ano yung ginagawa ko? As in, di mo siya masyadong
so now that you're an adult,
yeah, it's like,
and
wow.
you're gonna imagine yourself.
Yeah, and that takes a lot of patience. And then,
but there's really something. It's your
well, I'm gonna be another person.
Yes.
You will be. And I'm in that state.
It will come.
Yeah, so yun, I think that's what makes me feel special na I'm allowed to be myself. And then when I make mistakes, I feel like ako yung pinaka about it. I'm the one who's hard on myself the most. Yeah, kasi I think that's the way naman for change to happen. It has to come from inside. Hindi yung parang, porket. Parang napipigitan ako because mama and papa, ganyan. So I think that's why I'm allowed to be myself.
That's why you feel special.
Allowed and encouraged to be myself.
Okay, and then the last one. And siguro ito, even if you're not in school anymore, I'd still want to ask this question because some of our listeners may be some of our listeners' kids may still be in school. Okay, so the question goes, if you could quit school and do anything you wanted all day, what would it be? So imagine yourself.
That I'm still in school.
So there's no more expectation for you to finish college.
Yeah. Wait lang. Hirap na to kasi if I'm out of school na eh. Okay.
What would you do now? Would you be doing what you're doing now?
I would be hosting. I would be hosting for a living. I'd still be dancing, and I would want to be able to regularly see my friends. Okay. And I'm happy to say I'm getting to do that.
Oh, so what you're saying is that you're doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Congratulations. Meron lang akong idadagdag. When you're going to, para ano na lang to, padagdag lang ni mama to, pangpakilig. when you're going to finally settle down, years from now, what characteristics in mama would you want your wife to have? And what
Everything.
characteristics wouldn't you want to have?
Everything also. Joke lang.
Then, you can be honest.
I'm also, since I'm used to this type of relationship, the setup na, I would say I'm a go-getter. Like, yeah, go for your dreams, ganon. I'm not gonna get to that if there's no one pushing me also. So that would be one.
So you want to
my partner would
maximize
need, yes, of course. There are times that I know what I want, but then I need to voice it out, and I just need to hear it from someone else. Like, yeah, you should do that. You should go do that. Ganon. One, and then someone who is, I guess in the long-term look of life, when I think of a partner, yun yung kailangan. So yun, maximizer but knows when to chill.
Okay.
Yeah, kasi not everything in life is a race. Not everything in life needs to be accomplished and done.
Okay.
Now, when you pick your battles, dun i-maximize mo dun. But you don't spend every day fighting. Parang ganon.
Yes.
And then next, I would say very, very top on the list, somewhere up there also, would be a sense of humor.
Okay.
Now, you need to be able to laugh at life.
And you see that in me, You're talking about what you see in me. Okay. When I,
That's something so fundamental kasi it comes down to the daily conversations. It's more fun to talk to someone with a sense of humor.
Naman. What traits wouldn't you want? That
from
I have.
you, that you have?
Na sana my wife will not
easy,
Tamad
going
mag-exercise.
out, yeah. Going,
You
doing
would-
sports.
Ayun, yun.
Doing sports. Exercising. Na intense. Because everything's exercise. Breathing is an exercise. But I meant, like, I would wanna marry someone na parang, okay, let's run a marathon together. Parang ganon sana.
Ayaw mo yung chill exerciser like me.
Yeah,
That's that.
Okay, sige. Doon pa. Okay, so another thing, probably we can make this like the last one that I see in my mudra that is very vital would be yung 110% devotion, commitment, and care to the family, the kids, and the relationship. Kasi that's a given naman din talaga na it's not gonna work if you're not committed to it. And it's not just she spends all her time raising the kids talaga and attends to every need. I really value also and look up to how you really put your relationship with Papa as a priority. Na you really need to develop your relationship with him na it's not a porket married na kayo o yung kids na lahat na. Parang, okay, it's just time to raise the kids. Parang we're in that phase. Like, no, the romantic stage lasts forever. The death do us part. So yun, so it would be number one, the maximizer, pushing you to do the best you can, but also know how to chill.
Yeah.
Have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
But
Malakas din tumawa, gusto mo? Kaya ka, lakas ko tumawa.
not about the volume naman But then I guess the quality and the quantity. More than volume, the quality. Kasi I would laugh at I would laugh at a lot of things. But then yung iba yung tawat na masarap. And if you and one I would sometimes measure na a day is good if I laughed a lot of times during that day. Parang that's like a medyo babaw but simple way na if you get to laugh a lot in the day, na totoo, and it's a good day. And of course, yung love and devotion to the family.
Yep.
Kids and partner.
Wow.
Ganun.
So, with that super positive note, we'd like to end this Mom and Son date.
Yes, Mom and Son
And for the next episode, you will be the one to surprise me with questions.
Ako naman yung mag-interview. Nagulat ako. I'm not used to being the one interview. Usually ako yung nag-interview with our other guests.
Maganda yun. So, very surprised.
Yeah, we encourage people to, parents out there, not just moms and sons.
Son and son.
Mom and daughter, son and son.
Brother and brother.
Yeah,
sister and sister.
It's nice to have that twist. Or boyfriend, girlfriend, anything.
Yes.
Just to change things up.
Oo, you really come up with questions. Sabihin mo, di ba, let's be more, anong tawag mo dito? More deliberate about it. You don't just hang out. Kasi sometimes you always think na you will find your loved one
na it's something that will happen.
Oo.
Yeah.
You have to
make it happen.
Oo, make it happen. Try to find out more about that person. And even with the persons around you already, So ngayon, I learned a few things again from you.
Yeah, and I learned a few things about myself also.
Oh, di ba?
Just getting to say it out loud, you also learn more things about yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
So,
alright, thank you guys again for listening to this episode of
Mom and Son Podcast. This has been Rose Fres Fausto, the mom, also known as FQ Mom.
And Anton Fausto the son. Remind you guys to date your moms.
Yeah,
bye guys.
Bye.
The Mom and Son podcast airs every Tuesday, 7 a.m. and can be streamed on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, Buzzsprout.com, and YouTube. Just search Mom and Son Podcast for your weekly dose of family, finance, passions, and everything in between. Leave a comment so other listeners may find this podcast. If you have any questions or suggested topics, email us at antonfausto@gmail.com.